Hello, I'm Jason Beets, here with our ongoing coverage of Election Night 2019 for Salina Media Connection. You can watch us on Facebook as well as on Channel 20 in Salina. I'm here with Jamie Allen, the Saline County Clerk, and we have some initial results, unofficial results, Jamie stresses, from the 2019 election. So we have 15 out of 54 precincts reporting. And thus far, for the Salina City Commission race, and I will read the candidates in order of their vote totals. We have Trent Davis is in first with 1,542. Rod Franz is in second with 1,177. Carl Ryan is in third with 1,110. James Bowden is in fourth with 1,004 votes. John Blanchard is in fifth with 942. Ben Pruitt is in sixth with 734. And in seventh place, we have write-ins, although they might be for different people, but we have 28 write-ins. So there are 3 people who will be elected to the Salina City Commission, correct?
That's correct, yes.
So the current leaders, and not all of the results are in, but the current leaders are Davis, Franz, and Ryan at this point.
Yes, that's correct.
For USD 305 School Board, I will do the same. We have Ann Zimmerman in first with 1,810. Dana Casso with 1,609. Scott Gardner in third with 1,181. Mark Banderay in fourth with 900. Corey Sherman North in fifth with 884. Alan Litton in sixth with 867. Roy B. Miller Jr. in seventh with 442. And for the write-ins, we have 21 write-ins for the school board race. So for the school board race, there are 4 people who will win, correct?
That is correct.
So currently, the top 4 are Zimmerman, Casso, Gardner, and Banderay. So, Jamie, tell me, how has election night gone so far?
So far, it's gone pretty well. We've actually they're coming in pretty smoothly, so we have a lot in, but like I said, we've only been able to verify and just a few so far, but we'll have them coming up here in just a little bit, some more results for you.
Nice. So are you looking for poll workers for the next election?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because we're going to need more during a presidential, and obviously both August and November next year. So.
Gotcha. So if someone was interested in signing up, how would they do so?
There is an application on our website. They can also just call our office, and we can give them information there. So.
Okay. When do you think the final results, or the final unofficial results, will be coming in tonight?
I'm hoping to have them probably about 9:30 to be realistic. So between 9:30 and 10, I see that coming in. So.
Sounds good. About how many poll workers did you have today?
I want to say roughly 130. We also had, we have great relationships with all of our offices. So we have our computer IT that help us throughout the day as well. We also have some people that work just through our office that go out of the polling places and help us as well. So it's been
good to hear.
Good.
And finally, if you might, it's kind of interesting, the process, you were telling me about this once, about the security that you have. You use electronic machines, but there is a paper trail. Could you explain that a bit?
I think, and I discussed this back when I bought the equipment in 2017, what I love about this is there is a voter verifiable paper ballot for everyone. Mm-hmm. So whether you're using the pre-printed ballots or you're using the touchscreens, everyone gets to look at their ballot, double check it before it goes into the tabulator. So that's very secure. There's no modems, no Wi-Fi's on anything. And then what we have in our results is everything. We have a computer, but it's not on Wi-Fi. Mm-hmm. You can't even get into the calculator. That's how secure it is. Nice. And our office is the only people that work with our equipment. So there isn't an outside vendor or programming happening. That's happening within our staff. So
nice. Well, certainly during the primary for governor last year, there were some counties that had some difficulties, and it appears that Saline County is not going to run into those sorts of things, so.
No, we do really good with our programming. Like I said, we program here locally, and then we do a lot of LNA testing. We work with our poll workers and go through the processes on what they need to do at the polls, and we have a bunch of great election workers that do a good job, and so I feel confident in what we've been doing here, so.
Nice, good to hear. Well, thank you very much for your
You're
time.
welcome.
And I'm sure this won't be the last we'll be seeing of you
No.
tonight, so.
No, I'll hopefully be back in just a little bit.
Okay. For Salina Media Connection, I'm Jason Beats. So, welcome back to Salina Media Connection's live coverage of the results from the 2019 local elections here from the Salina City County Building. I'm Jason Beats, and I'm joined by Jamie Allen, Saline County Clerk. So, we're getting close to the end of the night. We have all 54 precincts reporting. We've gone through the advanced ballots. What's left to be done?
We actually are still working on about 35 to 40 of our advanced ballots out from the townships that our resolution board is still working on. So that's about all we have left, so.
Okay. And so you think that'll take maybe another 10, 15 minutes or so?
Yeah, they're working on the last little bit, so.
Gotcha. So for the Salina City Commission, 3 people will be elected. Currently in first place by a mile is Trent Davis with 3,877 votes. He has almost 1,000 more votes than the second place finisher Carl Ryan with 2,980 votes. In third is Rod Franz with 2,898 votes. And so those are the top 3 currently for the Salina City Commission race that it will elect 3 members to the board. Currently in fourth place is John Blanchard with 2,372 votes. In fifth place is James Bowden, with 2,367 votes. And in sixth place is Ben Pruitt with 1,811 votes. And we had 74 write-in votes for that race. For the USD 305 school board race, currently in first place is Ann Zimmerman with 4,552 votes. She's about 500 votes ahead of second place finisher Dana Kassow with 4,047 votes. Third place is Scott Gardner with 2,890 votes. And in fourth place is Mark Bandre with 2,264 votes. So those are the top 4 finishers for the school board race, which will elect 4 members. Currently in fifth is Alan Litton with 2,209 votes. Sixth place is Corey Sherman Smith with 2,065 votes. And seventh place is Roy Miller Jr. with 1,089 votes. There were 49 write-in votes for the school board race. Then for the Central Kansas Extension District number 3, they will be electing 2 representatives from Saline County. In first place is Mary Bernhardt with 3,892 votes. In second place is Randy Lamer with 3,187 votes. Those are the current top 2 finishers for the race that will elect 2 members. In third place currently is Glenn England with 2,875 votes, and there were 55 write-in votes for that race. So once again, turning to Jamie Allen, Saline County Clerk, how has election night 2019 gone?
I think it's gone well. Obviously with this new reporting and software that we have, it's kind of new, so it takes a little bit of time, but it's been going great, and I think my staff, as well as all the election workers that have helped us, have done a good job to help expedite this. I think getting close to 10 o'clock, I think that's a pretty good time to get the results out, so.
Yes, definitely. So we didn't actually have many candidates here at the City County Building this evening. We interviewed Ann Zimmerman earlier. If you want to find that on the Salina Media Connection Facebook page, you can do so there. But here at the city-county building, we pretty much had the entirety of the Salina Press Corps. We had Salina Media Connection, the Salina Journal, KSAL, and Salina Post. So how many years have you been helping out in one way or another with elections here in Saline County?
I've been with the county 23 years, but I've only been in the election office since 2011, so.
Okay. So are there normally more or fewer people kind of waiting here at the building awaiting the results?
I think since we've gotten the new equipment, we've been able to get those results out sooner. So I think we're having fewer and fewer people that are here because I get them on the website pretty quickly between getting my reports ran and getting them down here to you guys and on the website kind of roughly about the same time. So I think fewer and fewer people are coming down here to, but you know, I appreciate them coming down here too because I love talking to them and seeing everybody but right now we're at 20% turnout. We do have obviously some write-ins. We'll have some provisional ballots and we'll have some of the hand counts that will need to be done. But yeah, we'll have those done hopefully the next couple of days. So.
Right. So 20%, how does that typically compare to local elections held in Saline County?
I think our last one we were right around 18%. So I think 20%. I was kind of estimating 21. So it was kind of right in where I was thinking, especially with obviously having candidates on the ballot kind of help increase turnout, and also the constitutional amendment I think brought out a bunch of people too.
Okay. So if people are looking for information on upcoming elections, how would they find your website?
It's on the Saline.org website, and you just go to the election office. And the current elections I will be updating right after we canvass this election. So.
Right. When will the final results, the official results as opposed to tonight's unofficial results, be finalized?
These are unofficial until canvass. Canvass will be on the 18th of November. We start actually a new thing this year. We have a post-election audit that will actually start at 8:30 in the morning. So we'll be doing a random drawing of two contested races, and a random precinct, and we'll be doing a manual post-election audit for that, and then we'll do the canvass on the 18th. Okay. So they'll be out right after that. So.
Gotcha. So the 2020 election, what are some of the races that will be on the ballot next year?
Next year, we have 2 county commissioners that will be up. We have Commission District 2 and Commission District 3. We will have my office, so the county clerk. Our sheriff will be up, the county treasurer, the register of deeds. Obviously, you'll have some state and national, but all of the 3 House districts will be up. Our state senate, our state school board, we're District 6. And obviously, like I said, the Senate and state senate, so.
Right. As well as the presidential race, of course.
The presidential, oh yeah. I was just kind of I'm still in the local mindset. I haven't made it there yet. Yeah. I'm not prepared yet for next year.
So once again, if people are interested in signing up to be election workers for next year, I'm sure they'll be welcoming all the help they can get.
Absolutely, yeah. We have a great crew that if you're new and haven't done it before, you're going to be working with people who have done it before. So, you know, it might sound intimidating to do it in a presidential year, but we have a lot of great people that are out there, and they all work together really well, and they'll help anyone that's new. And, you know, but I think it's a lot of fun, so I think they'll enjoy it. And it's customer service is what we do, so making sure they have a great voting experience while they're out there. So,
anything you'd like to add I haven't asked about?
Actually, yes. I was pretty happy. We did a little thing for kids this year. This was our first year doing it. I actually got future voter stickers.
Nice.
So at all the polling places, they have future voters, and all of the kids got a ballot if they wanted one. So they got their own little paper ballot that had their instructions, and it asked for their favorite pizza topping and their favorite animal, and they were actually able to write in and cast their ballot if they want to. So once we get, you know, these results canvassed, I think I'm going to put those together too, because the kids were putting them in the ballot boxes, and I think that makes that conversation at home. They can understand the process and hopefully be a future voter in just a few years from now. So
nice. And so will the election from the kids and the fun topics, will that be on your website as well?
Yes, I'm going to put that on the website because I think if they have somewhere to go look, kids are on the websites probably more than we all are, but I think they'll be excited to see what their results are.
Okay. So, once again, thanks to Jamie Allen for joining me here on Salina Media Connection, and thanks for all of you from watching at home. Welcome back to Salina Media Connection's live coverage of the results from Election 2019. This will be our final election update for the night. We have the final unofficial results for today. All of the other news organizations have gone home for the night, but we are here giving you the final totals of the day. So, we have 54 precincts reporting, and we have the voter turnout currently calculated at 20.4%. For the race for the Salina City Commission, 3 people will be elected. The current 3 leaders in the race are Trent Davis, Carl Ryan, and Rod Franz. Specifically, Trent Davis has 3,893 votes. Carl Ryan has 2,989 votes, and Rod Franz has 2,908 votes. In 4th place in that race is John Blanchard with 2,380 votes. 5th place is James Bowden with 2,377 votes. 6th place is Ben Pruitt with 1,818 votes. And there are 75 write-in votes in that race. For the race for USD 305 School Board, 4 people will be elected. The current top 4 in that race are Ann Zimmerman, Dana Casso, Scott Gardner, and Mark Bandre. Specifically, Ann Zimmerman has 4,593 votes. Dana Casso has 4,077 votes. Scott Gardner has 2,917 votes. And Mark Bandre has 2,281 votes. Coming in 5th in the race would be Alan Linton with 2,228 votes. 6th place is Corey Sherman North with 2,079 votes. And in 7th place is Roy Miller Jr. with 1,097 votes. There were 49 write-in votes for that race. For the Central Kansas Extension District number 3, they were electing 2 people to represent Saline County. Currently in the lead are Mary Bernhardt and Randy Lamer. Mary Bernhardt has 3,973 votes. Randy Lamer has 3,239 votes. Glenn England is in 3rd with 2,922 votes, and there were 55 write-in votes in that race. So, that is the final unofficial results for the night in the November 5th, 2019 local elections here in Salina and Saline County. It is almost 11 o'clock. This is our last election update for the night. Thank you all for joining us for our coverage of the 2019 election, and have a good night.